welcome to the Shelly Studio. Today I am doing my mission inspiration project for February. I know, it's kind of late. But this, I'm so excited. This is the last page in this book that I'm doing. So maybe March will be the cover. I don't know. So the colors for February are Still Gray, Salmon Pink, and Royal Blue. So of course I use what I have. So I found a gray, and I think the pink is kind of a peachy orangish color. So I do end up adding some pink in the end over the top of it. But I just covered the magazine page with the gray and some gesso, I believe is what I had mixed together. And then this is just some white paint. I figured I'd do the edges. So I wasn't sure I could get a match on that gray if I tried to make some more to go around the edges. So I figured we'd just give it a halo. The prompt for this month is Silhouette, which is an outline that appears dark against a light background. So that's kind of where we're focusing. And there's like 5 different ingredients, and you don't have to do them in any sort of order. So obviously one of them is circles. So I'm using different objects to create some circles. Just a center of a roll of tape. It's all gone. I use it for stamping too, which is fun. And then this one is a piece of packaging that had a hole in it. So I figured it would be great to use as a stencil for a smaller circle. It has a hole. It had a pair of socks in it, so it had a hole where you could like feel how soft the socks were. And yeah, they were super soft. And here I'm just stamping a little bit with just a lid. It's actually a paint dauber lid. I decided that the white was a little too faded, so I'm just going around with my fingers to brighten that up a little bit. Might have been easier if I'd done it before I'd stenciled and stamped over the top of it, but hey. Oh yeah, I was trying to fill that gap. This book that I'm using is a travel brochure, and I just looked today. I glued the back cover to the last project. I didn't want to do one back there because it was like so hard to get, and it had 156 pages, and of course a lot of them are taped or glued together, so I don't have that many in there, but I have a few years worth of mission inspiration in there, and I'm thinking of doing a flip through maybe after I create the cover. So that'll be fun to see all the different prompts. Alright, so another one of the ingredients is ink. So I was thinking I would use this pen and just draw around my circles. I kind of like that sort of scribbly, sketchy look. Thought that would be fun. And of course, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I don't have a specific plan. Alright, another one of the prompts is numbers. And again, I'm stamping with ink, so I'm still using ink. I'm just putting them in numerical order, and we're just going to stamp them in a couple places at random. And yeah, the left side there is a little bit mushy. I've got stuff with a kind of rope on the other side, so doesn't make for the best stamping surface. Alright, so another one of the ingredients is tissue paper. So I decided Tim Holtz tissue qualifies as tissue paper. So I'm glad that pen was dry and didn't smear. Could have been a bad thing. Alright, so I'm putting down some of Tim Holtz tissue just in the center of both sides of this, and yeah, got that prompt out of the way. And I've used two of the colors. I still haven't used royal blue yet. I guess that'll be the silhouette. Still gotta do a silhouette. I didn't have a full sheet to fit over here. Didn't want to waste any, so a couple of end pieces will make up the difference. I think that's still my favorite tissue of his, the male one. Alright, so another one of the prompts is make marks. So I figured I would just paint some marks on here. So I think that's it. Ink, tissue paper, circles, numbers, and make marks. And yeah, so we're getting close. So if you haven't heard of Mission Inspiration, it is a Facebook group put on by Mike Deacon, and I will try to remember to put a link in the description box below if you're interested in joining that Facebook group if you haven't heard of it. Mike Deacon also has a YouTube channel and a website, which is mikedeaconart.com if you're interested. Trying to remember when he started doing the Mission Inspiration. Gosh, I want to say it was clear back in 2015, but I could be wrong. Or 16. And this is my second completed book. And I don't have every single month, obviously, because I get so far behind. I'd seen Peg Robinson posted a picture, I think, on Instagram, making marks similar to this right before I did this, so that's what inspired these particular marks. Alright, so I think that's enough of the mark making. Now I'm going to do my silhouettes. I decided to give them some land to stand on. So again, This is India ink, and I'm just gonna create a rolling sort of heel, I guess. So I figured I'd have some people standing, and I remembered I had these Dina Wakley stamps, so I figured I would use them to get the basic outline of the figure, and then I could paint it in and create the silhouette. So I wasn't too worried about how they would transfer on there, and of course they didn't transfer very well, but that's okay. Probably would have been better off not using the acrylic block at all, but I really like the stability of it. So this is my version of royal blue. So we're going to do the silhouettes in the blue. And then I've met all the requirements. I have all the colors and all the prompts. And I have the silhouettes. I think I've used these girls quite a few times in the past. I should come up with my own silhouette shapes. Maybe make me some stencils or something. Or figure shapes. Alright, so I decided to do a little bit of shading on the hill just to give it a little bit more substance, make it look more like land. Mixed a little bit of black with that blue and just kind of darkening the silhouettes. I think they look a little bit better darker. So once it's dry, I decide to outline it with just a black pen. And then after I do that, I decide to outline it with a white pen. I don't know. I couldn't decide which I liked better, I guess. I kind of like the white. I think it helps the silhouette stand out against the background. And I was lucky my Jelly Roll pen decided to cooperate with me today. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Alright, so I always have to have a quote on there. And I saw this one posted on Facebook a while back and I liked it. It's, "Wherever you have friends, that's your country. Wherever you receive love, that's your home." And it's an old Tibetan saying. So I write it out, and then I'm going to darken it a little bit because I felt like you couldn't see it very well because it's black on gray. And that's about the end. So I want to thank you all for watching. Those of you who have made it this far. If you do want to see a flip through of my entire book, let me know. I'll be doing one more project on it, and that will be the cover. And if you liked this, please give me a thumbs up or leave me a comment. And I appreciate you all being here. And have a great day.